Julius Philip D. Painaga, and my lecture is all about the first aid, its importance, and its applications. So first aid is the immediate care given to a person who has been injured or fallen ill with the goal of preserving life and preventing further harm and promoting recovery. The importance of first aid is very crucial in saving lives and reducing the severity of injuries. So here are the basic contents of the first aid kit. So first we have the bandages. It helps protect or covers any open wound that is produced by any injury. Then we can also use band-aids, and we use antiseptic wipes to disinfect any contaminated area in your injured site. The pain relievers for any pain sensations or discomfort feelings. Then we use gauze pads as an alternative for band-aids or bandages to cover the injured site as well. Also, we use any other items that may be specific to your environment, such as snake bite kit. We use first aid for bleeding control. So first thing we need to do is to apply direct pressure on the wound using a clean cloth or a gauze. And second, elevate the injured area above the heart level if possible. Third is using a tourniquet if necessary, but only use it as a last resort. And we need to take note that controlling the bleeding helps prevent infection and shock. For the wound cleaning, we clean the wound using cool or lukewarm water, then use mild soap if necessary, then pat dry using clean towel. We also need to take note that wound cleaning helps prevent infection and promote wound healing. In the burn care, we need to know first degrees of burns. The first degree, or the mild, it has the characteristics of redness, swelling, and pain. The second degree, or moderate, it has blisters and also swelling. For the third degree, or severe, it has a charring characteristics or loss of skin, or loss of sensation of the skin. The steps for taking care of the burnt patient. So first, we need to cool the burnt area with a cool water for 10 to 15 minutes. Then remove clothing and jewelry near the burnt area. Then apply antibiotic ointment and cover with a non-stick dressing to help with the healing and promote faster healing of the skin. In some emergency cases, such as cardiac arrest, here are the things that you need to know. So first, look for the signs such as no pulse, no breathing, and no response to verbal communication. So here are the steps to help you respond to cardiac arrest. So first, call for help. Call 911 or your local emergency number. Then, start CPR, 30 chest compressions, and followed by 2 rescue breathing. Then continue until medical help arrives. In shock management, we need to look out first for the signs of shock. If there are any characteristics of pale skin or cool skin, rapid pulse, confusion or disorientation, and dizziness or fainting. Here are the steps that will help you manage shock. First thing you need to do is to lay the person down with their feet elevated 12 inches or higher. Then loosen any tight clothing. Then provide reassurance and calm atmosphere. Next is the first aid for broken bones. You need to look out for the signs such as swelling and bruising, deformity or misalignment, and especially pain. The management that we need to do is to immobilize the affected limb using a splint or a sling. Then elevate the injured area above the heart level if possible. Then apply ice packs to reduce pain and swelling. For the sprains and strains, usually it has the signs of pain, swelling, and limited mobility. The management for that is to rest and ice the affected area for 15 to 20 minutes. Then use compression bandages if necessary. Then elevate the affected area above the heart level if possible. For the head injuries, usually it has signs of confusion or disorientation, vomiting, and severe headache. The management for that is to keep the person calm and still. Then monitor for any signs of concussion, especially memory loss and difficulty of speaking. Then third, seek for medical attention immediately if symptoms worsen. Next is the first aid for heart illness. So we need to look out for the signs of high body temperature over 103 degrees Fahrenheit and if there is any nausea or vomiting. Then the management for that is to move the person into a cool location, then remove excess clothing, and provide any cool compresses or wet cloth. Next is allergic reaction. So we need to look out for hives or itching and swelling. The management for that is to remove any allergen if possible. Then administer epinephrine or an EpiPen if there is any available. Then call emergency services if symptoms worsen. For cold illnesses, usually in this rainy season, so we need to look out for the signs such as shivering or stiffness, confusion or disorientation. So if you are experiencing any cold illnesses, then do these simple steps. Move the person to a warm location, then remove excess clothing. Provide warm beverages if the patient is conscious. Next is the first aid for children. So these are the special considerations for children's first aid. If you are giving first aid to a children, then use age-appropriate language and explanation. And be gentle when handling children's injuries. And you need to take note that always in the side of caution when dealing with children's injuries. So here are the importance of CPR certification. Trained individuals are more likely to respond correctly in an emergency situation. Certification helps provide confidence in responding to cardiac arrest situations. We also need to recognize the importance of first aid training because it helps you learn basic first aid techniques and procedures. It also helps you stay up to date with new techniques and procedures. Also, practicing first aid skills regularly can help build your confidence. Here are the summary of the key takeaways from this report on first aid. So we talk about first aid on bleeding control and prevention of shock. Also, clean wounds properly to prevent infections. Also, we talk about how to manage burns, cardiac arrest, broken bones, sprains and strains, and head injuries, and so on. So that's it for our report. I hope you enjoy listening, and thank you.